the most famous entertainer in the world. For decades, Michael Jackson fascinated millions of people across the globe. His incredible talent, unforgettable performances, and groundbreaking music made him a cultural icon unlike any other. But as the years passed, fans began noticing dramatic changes. His appearance evolved. His voice seemed softer. His lifestyle became more mysterious. And questions began to follow him everywhere he went. How did a young boy from Gary, Indiana become the king of pop? And what really happened during his incredible transformation? Today, we're taking a journey through Michael Jackson's life, from his earliest days as a child star to his final years, exploring the moments, struggles, triumphs, and changes that shaped one of the most famous people in history. This is the untold story of Michael Jackson's evolution. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family. Life wasn't easy. The family lived in a small house, and money was often tight. However, one thing filled their home every day: music. Michael's father, Joseph Jackson, recognized the musical talent of his children and formed a family group that would eventually become the Jackson 5. Even among his talented siblings, Michael stood out. At just 5 years old, he possessed remarkable confidence, perfect rhythm, and a voice far beyond his age. When he stepped onto a stage, audiences couldn't take their eyes off him. Soon, the Jackson 5 signed with Motown Records and released hit after hit. Songs like I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, I'll Be There, turned the group into international superstars. Millions watched young Michael perform, amazed by his energy and charisma. But behind the bright lights and success, childhood was slipping away. While other children played outside, Michael spent countless hours rehearsing, recording, and touring. The path to greatness had already begun. As Michael entered his late teens, he wanted more than group success. He wanted artistic freedom. In 1979, he released Off the Wall. The album was an instant success. Songs like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, showed the world a more mature Michael Jackson. His confidence was growing. His dancing was becoming legendary. And for the first time, people began seeing him as more than just the lead singer of the Jackson 5. He was becoming a superstar in his own right. But nobody could have predicted what would happen next. Because Michael Jackson was about to create an album that would change music history forever. In 1982, Michael released Thriller. What happened next was unprecedented. Thriller became the best-selling album in history. The album produced hit after hit. Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller, Wanna Be Startin' Something. Everywhere people looked, there was Michael Jackson. Then came the moonwalk. During a televised performance in 1983, Michael performed the dance move that would become one of the most famous moments in entertainment history. Audiences were stunned. People replayed the footage repeatedly, trying to understand what they had just seen. Overnight, Michael Jackson became more than a singer. He became a global phenomenon. Children copied his dance moves. Teenagers copied his fashion. Adults admired his creativity. The world had never seen anything quite like him. At this point, Michael appeared unstoppable. Yet the pressures of unimaginable fame were beginning to build behind the scenes. By the mid-1980s, fans began noticing changes in Michael's appearance. His facial features looked different. His skin gradually appeared lighter. Speculation spread rapidly. Newspapers, magazines, and television programs discussed his appearance constantly. Rumors became international headlines. Many people formed their own theories. Years later, Michael publicly explained that he suffered from vitiligo, a medical condition that causes patches of skin to lose pigmentation. According to Michael, the condition gradually altered his skin tone over time. Meanwhile, constant public attention made life increasingly difficult. Every photograph was examined. Every appearance was analyzed. Every change became front-page news. Few celebrities in history have experienced such intense scrutiny. Michael's transformation was happening while the entire world watched. And the pressure continued to grow. Despite growing controversy, Michael's career continued reaching new heights. In 1987, he released Bad. The album produced multiple #1 hits. Then came Dangerous. Then History. His concerts attracted millions of fans worldwide. Stadiums sold out within hours. Fans traveled across continents just to see him perform. At the peak of his fame, Michael Jackson wasn't merely a musician. He was a cultural force. His influence extended into dance, fashion, music videos, pop culture. Artists around the world attempted to imitate his style. But fame often comes with a heavy price. As Michael grew older, media attention increasingly focused on his personal life rather than his music. Headlines often overshadowed his artistic achievements. The spotlight that once helped build his career was now becoming increasingly difficult to escape. Behind the scenes, Michael faced many challenges. Years of constant touring, recording, and public attention had taken a toll. He often spoke about loneliness and the difficulties of living under constant observation. Imagine never being able to walk down a street unnoticed. Imagine every decision becoming worldwide news. That was Michael Jackson's reality. Despite the challenges, he remained deeply committed to helping others. Throughout his life, Michael donated millions of dollars to charitable causes. He supported children's hospitals, humanitarian projects, and disaster relief efforts. Many fans admired not only his talent but also his generosity. Even during difficult times, his influence remained enormous. In 2009, Michael announced what would become one of the most anticipated comebacks in entertainment history. The concert series was called This Is It. Fans around the world were thrilled. Tickets sold out almost immediately. Many believed this would mark the beginning of a new chapter in Michael's career. Rehearsals began. Excitement grew. The world prepared to witness the return of the King of Pop. But tragedy struck before the first concert could take place. On June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson passed away at the age of 50. The news shocked the world. Television networks interrupted programming. Fans gathered in cities across the globe. Millions mourned the loss of a man whose music had touched generations. More than a decade after his passing, Michael Jackson remains one of the most influential entertainers in history. His albums continue to sell. His songs continue to be streamed. His dance moves continue to inspire performers worldwide. The transformation of Michael Jackson, from a talented child in Indiana to the King of Pop, remains one of the most fascinating journeys ever witnessed. His life was filled with extraordinary success, enormous pressure, unforgettable achievements, and constant public attention. Regardless of opinions or controversies, one fact remains undeniable. Michael Jackson changed music forever. And his influence continues to live on through every artist inspired by his creativity, passion, and vision.